Does your child struggle with low self-esteem? Do they have problems making eye contact or talking to others, or maybe even raising their hand in school? You've got to watch this video. My name is Jennifer Waters and I am the Executive Sensei at Seigler's Karate Center here in Augusta, Georgia. And for over 30 years, my family has been teaching and transforming lives through martial arts. One of the things that we've learned is how to help kids with low self-esteem. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and cover with you something that we've seen to work every single time. You see, if your kid has been struggling with low self-esteem, just realize that if they continue struggling with that low self-esteem, it can have great and long-lasting impacts as a teenager and even into adulthood. So it's important to start addressing this as your child is growing up and not wait until they're older. The very first thing that I want you to do is recognize that your child does have some low self-esteem. And the easiest way to do that is I want you to watch their interactions. Do you ever see your child looking at the floor whenever someone's talking to them? This means that your child is starting to struggle with low self-esteem. Does your child have problems verbalizing ideas or thoughts or even their own opinions to others? Do they hold back and withdraw from others and discussion that may be going on around them? If that's the case, then your child probably has low self-esteem. But the good news is you can do something about it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and help you with some of the 3 keys that we've seen to improve self-esteem in our students here at SKC. The first thing is you want to start encouraging the small things. So when you see that your child has succeeded in something, it actually doesn't matter what it is, I want you to make sure that you give them a lot of praise. And it's even better if you can publicly praise them for doing a great job. Meaning this, if your child has a great grade and you guys are all sitting down at the dinner table, you should make sure that you talk about that good grade in front of both, significant others that are there, so your spouse, anybody else that might be there, such as another sibling. That's going to be important. Even if you can do that in front of grandparents or over the phone with aunts and uncles, it will help build that child up and they will see themselves as succeeding, which is an important step into building self-esteem. The second thing you've got to do is you need to start eliminating negative influences. So this could be in the form of TV shows, music that your child is listening to, and even their peer groups. If you start noticing that there is negative talk among their friends, or if your child seems to be the brunt of jokes, go ahead and pull your child out of that situation until you can get their self-esteem higher before inserting them back into it. Another thing that we've seen that parents didn't even realize is that sometimes kids are watching cartoon shows or just regular TV, YouTube, and what's happening is they're starting to identify as the characters that they're watching. So sometimes it even is taking a step back from what is being fed to them through the digital age and saying, okay, for a little while, we're not gonna watch these things, or we're not gonna listen to these things, or we're not gonna be around these people. So it's almost like you're creating a hedge around your child. The way I like to think about this is that if a child were to break his arm, you wouldn't let your child go and play on the playground and let them get on a swing. You probably would make sure that you're taking care of their broken arm. You also wouldn't let your child go play football. You would make sure that you were taking care of their broken arm. And it wouldn't be forever. It's not like you're gonna do this and prevent your child from doing fun things for their whole entire life. But you are gonna recognize that there's some damage and that the child needs to heal. And so it's the same when you're thinking about your child's mental health as well. You need to give them some time to heal. So removing these other things around them, that actually does work. Now, a final thing that a ton of our parents here at SKC say was the thing to pull their kids out of low self-esteem was getting them engaged with a positive community. And see, that's one of the things that we do really great here at SKC is we have a positive community of instructors and students, as well as additional parents that love pouring positivity into each other. And for many children, being in a positive environment is super helpful because kids are like sponges. They soak up the attitudes, the mindsets, and even the life skills that we teach to students in martial arts by teaching them how to have confidence and focus as well as discipline. Those concepts, as they soak them in, really start to change them from the inside out. And as they're going through this healing process, they're also going through a transformation process. So hey, if your kiddo is struggling with low self-esteem, just reach out to us and DM us today. We would love to get to know you and your family a little bit better and see how we might be able to help your son or daughter improve their self-esteem. Until next time, guys, be amazing.